Hi everyone, it's Bridget with Beads Outdoor Designs. I wanted to do the part 2 of my angel wings or wings, and this is how it came out. I'm not sure if I'm going to post the start to finish after this because there's some parts that I didn't film that my camera wasn't on. I didn't realize it wasn't on, so I'm not really sure. I may post just like how I did the hot air balloon. But I'll look at the footage and see. Anyways, but I will explain to you what I've done. First, I put one of these, I glued it on the back of this so it could hang on the wall. And then I made the hot air balloon out of paper. And I think it was the Tattered Time paper. And I just used the print sheets. And I made the hot air balloon, and what I did was I had printed out a on Pinterest a template of a hot air balloon, and then I just cut a whole bunch, folded them, scored them, and folded them in half, but you'll see that on that part of the video. Anyway, so I had put some trim. I cannot talk today. I put some trim here. I believe this is from Julie's shop. She's Craft Supplies 1. And then I have a whole bunch of wood, metal, and chipboard gears on here that I distressed, painted, and then I glued them on here. I have a wood piece here I had in my stash, a butterfly here and here. This butterfly actually is the centerpiece is one of these needles, and it just happened by accident. I was pulling this out of my E6000 and just this part came out, and it was a red one, and I'm like, oh, that would look great right in the middle of that centerpiece, because at the point I was looking for the centerpiece. And I stuck some antennas on there. I made all my flowers, and I have this really thick mulberry paper, and that's what I made it from. And I used the glossy, not the glossy accents, I used the crackle accents over them after I colored them with this Mr. Huey's, and I used the walnut stain. And then I put the glossy accents over to them, and then I used the walnut stain distress pad, this, to go over it to distress them. And I just love the way they came out. They look like leather, almost. I just love the way they came out. Like how grungy it is. So I just have some odd pieces here. Like I have a wig nut there. Some flowers. I have this I got from my friend Sandy. I'm not sure what it is. It looks like a sink washer, like strainer thing. A nut or a bolt there. Or not a bolt. A screw there. And I put a key for the centerpiece on this butterfly. And then over here I have mini Scrabble pieces. I don't even know where they came from. They were in my stash, but they're mini ones, and they're so super cute. And then I have this tree branch that I had gotten in a chipboard swap. We were a die cutting swap on Inspire Laugh Create. And I used that, and I just distressed it and put some glossy accents on it in different places. I made some resin birds to sit on the tree, and I made some flowers. This die is from Diamond Eyes, and this one is the Tim Holtz Alterations die. It's this long one. I love this die. It's like one of my favorites to make flowers with. And that's what I did most of the flowers with, was that die. So, and if you could see the flowers up close, you can see the crackle in the flowers and how the distress ink got in between the crackle. I just think it looks so good. And the other thing that I did with my flowers, all of my flowers have sea beads as stamens, and I picked out the red and the brown ones, and this is how I have my sea beads. Yeah, I mixed them all together. That was kind of dumb to do something like this, because I had to sit and pick them all out, so that took a lot of time. But I just absolutely love the way it came out. And then what I did down here was I put eyelets in the bottom of the hot air balloon, and I ran some chain I had in my stash. And I used, I don't know if you can see this, but I used, oh, you can't, it's covered up. You know those, oh, I don't even know where they are in my stash. Those things that you use for the back of altar dominoes to give them the little so you can hook something to them. But that's what I used to hold the swing, and then I drilled holes, and I had these tiny, tiny little eyelet screws. Those I have right here. Oh wait, here they are. These and well, these are what I used for the to hold the swing on. I'm looking for the tiny, tiny little eyelet screws that I used there. My table's still a mess. But these are what I used. It's these things. So I just glued them with E6000 and I let them dry overnight. And then I use these. Can you see these through the package? Aren't these just so cute? I think I got these from Butterbee Scraps. They're so tiny. So I used those for the front of the swing, and then I took fish hooks. Or not fish hooks, but the fish, you know, the things you put on fishing poles to hold the hook. I used those to do this part of the swing with. And then there's a big, huge chipboard gear back here, and one of the Tim Holtz Alterations clocks back here. I only used half of it. Another gear here, some flowers here, and again some Scrabble pieces. This is a normal size Scrabble piece. These are the mini ones. I have to look for those. And then some more flowers. This is the only flower I didn't make. That's a little Wild Orchid Craft. What do they call them? The cherry blossoms. And I just distressed it. Another resin bird. Some wings I got from Julie's shop. Craft Supplies 1. A light bulb. There's a bolt and a washer back here. Another gear. And this is just like a spacer bead. I just inked with the Inka Gold. This hand, oh, am I even in camera? This hand is from Julie's shop, Craft Supplies 1. I have a clock piece here that is from, I think it's Gina's Designs. And then there's another flower back here. This says Unforgettable. So I put Soarfly and Unforgettable here. There's a metal there's a metal keyhole here. And some gears and another butterfly here. And these are spacer beads that I put on each of those 4 holes there. I thought that looked cool. And of course this pen piece that I got from my friend Tish. So, oh, on the, right here on the end of the lace, I used these, I think they're called lock nuts, instead of jump rings, and I put sinkers. I hung sinkers all the way around it. I thought that looked pretty cool, and you can see some of them when it's hanging straight up and down. But yeah, so this is my project, and hopefully you'll get to see bits and pieces of me putting it together. I will see what I have on film. I'm not sure if I have, you know, a lot on there. But if I don't, I have another set that I'm doing, and that one I will make sure that I do start to finish, but I'm not doing steampunk grungy on that one. I think I'm going to do a little shabby on that one. Oh, I forgot that this is a game piece charm, and there's a washer underneath, and there's a filigree that I cut in half. So, anyways, I will put still pictures, and thank you all for watching. Have a great day.